Hey, what's up, people? Master Tech 101 here. I have a overview or a quick look at some water blocks from a PC, and yes, I'm going water cooling. It may not be the most extravagant or elegant water cooling, custom water cooling build, but it's my custom dream water cooling build. So I got some water blocks here from Anfi Tec for the MSI 990fx GD65/GD80, but it was intended for the GD80, but it died, and I replaced it with a GD65. So this company, Anfi Tec, I think a few years ago on overclock.net they had a booming forum link, and I clicked on it and I saw these water blocks and AMD boards that didn't have water blocks because certain companies, like EK, Bits Power, etc., refuse to make blocks for AMD boards such as this. And it's not just the water block companies, it's the manufacturers of motherboards too, MSI in particular, but that's another discussion for another day. Today, just taking a look at the water blocks I got today. This is for the Northbridge and the VRMs. I have all my stuff already except for the coolant, the pump accessories, and a few other fittings, but I do have 90% of my stuff already, and let's take it out, check and see what's going on. Yes, I opened it already, obviously, to see what's inside. I got one of the screwdrivers for the removal of the top if I want to change it out. I'm not sure if this camera would focus. Let's see. Can you focus? No. But I think it's an Allen screwdriver. I think it's can't remember the size. I think it's 4 millimeters. Not sure. I think so. Probably. Maybe. And you have the blocks, some screws, some stickers, and the adapters for the Northbridge block. Now, this is a universal block, and universal meaning it can fit almost any motherboard Northbridge, but I don't think anybody with socket 1152, which is X, no, is it X? Yeah, X99 or X79 or Z170X would even think about getting these blocks. But these blocks are for people like myself who probably can't afford that platform, and yeah, it's a universal block, so it will fit AMD boards, it will fit Intel boards. It all depends, but they have 3 different sizes. They have Nano, Grande, and I think Classic. Classic is a bit bigger, so let me take it out and show you. Right, so this is the block itself. You have either or, in or out, and the brackets go onto each side, so you unscrew it, insert it, and reapply the screw. Copper based. Yeah, it's a bit scratched up because I tested it on the dead GD80, which I have here, which I will have another video showing what's actually on my mind about and my opinions about water cooling for people doing AMD builds. But yeah, this is the Northbridge block, and this is the VRM block for the MSI 990fx GD65/80. I'm glad that this company did a water block for somewhat, I wouldn't say low grade, but I wouldn't say it's top tier, but it is top tier within the AMD line, or the last of the 990fx AMD line. This build is basically my swan song for AMD. This is my last AMD build, but because I had a CPU that was working, I said it didn't make sense going on buy a new CPU or Intel CPU when I would have a working CPU here. So I decided to go with the GD65 since it was lower tier within the range of boards from MSI, and it wasn't the 970 Gaming 7, because the 970 Gaming 7 has a different VRM screw layout. So get the board and I can show you. Alright, here we go. So I'm not sure if you can see that. Camera's kind of blurry. So, but yeah. So on this board, this is the GD80. I took off the heat sinks, or I took off the Northbridge and VRM heatsink off of it. My views on MSI, I'm kind of disappointed once again, because I had an Asus Crosshair 5 and one of the VRMs went out on that, and I had trouble with tech support and arming the board back to them, because I live in the Caribbean and it costs a shit ton of money to send anything out. So I decided to go with this, and then this died because of my power supply exploding. Yeah, that's right, it's exploding. But I digress. As you could see, these are the 3 holes for the water block to actually fit into. I'm not sure if can you see that? Yes. It's a bit blurry. Just bear with me. I haven't actually set up a proper camera. I just have my my cell phone, and for some reason it's not focusing. Don't know why. But on top here there's a screw hole, and down here it's another screw hole, and at the bottom here it's another screw hole. In my opinion, and this is totally off the entire unboxing or overview, MSI, you're stupid. You're absolutely stupid. Asus, Gigabyte, all of you, anytime you're making AMD boards, you're stupid. You automatically go into a pubescent, stupid manufacturing company. But you don't do that for Intel boards, as anyone could plainly see. Alright, that's another rant for another day. But I have the Northbridge block. This mounting system, or this mounting spacing, is different from the 65. The 65, the mounting holes are more, let's see, let me see if we can get it on the camera. The mounting holes are more to this side here, just underneath this VRM here, or this power module, and power modules, lol. And this hole, I think this hole is in the same place. It's closer to the ATX mounting hole, or the motherboard mounting hole, and the chipset is more to the middle. But so I will be water cooling my motherboard. Reason being, I have had problems with heat and heat sinks many boards many years ago. I think that's why I stopped making videos for a while too, because my parts died, and now I'm financially capable of actually doing something like this. And my plan is, to water cool VRMs in Northbridge, the CPU and the RAM. And yes, people would say water cooling your RAM doesn't make any sense, but when you have Dominators, or the Corsair Dominator RAM, not the new Dominator Platinum, just the Dominator RAM, it gets hot. And I don't like too many fans because of dust and noise, so I'm going for the quiet route. And then again too, I live in the Caribbean, so I have to get the heat off of my system, which heat sinks they're just not helping. And plus too, it's always been one of my dreams to do a water cooling build with VRM cooling, Northbridge cooling, CPU cooling, and RAM cooling. But I'll have another video showing you all what I have. I think this week, by Thursday or Friday, I'm supposed to get some stuff on performance PCs, and I have a set of stuff I'm supposed to show you all in the future. But yeah, that wraps it up for the quick overview. Quick, really, 9 minutes. For my 2 water blocks that I have gotten today. It's the Anfi Tec PWM water block for the MSI 990fx GD65/GD80 motherboard, or motherboards I should say.